This secret weight loss drug absolutely changes the game. So in this video, we're gonna talk, should you be taking this medication? Is it safe? And of course, the million-dollar question, does it actually work? So let's go. What's up everyone, this is Coach Amir from 7-Figure Body. In today's video, one of the most common questions I get these days is, Coach, are there weight loss drugs, medications that actually work to lose weight? And now I am, relatively happy to say that there is a medication that actually changes everything. It truly does. You may have heard about it. A lot of people have not, even though on TikTok recently it became very famous and allegedly caused a shortage of this medication across the US, which is just insane. But anyways, the medication is known as Ozempic. It's basically semaglutide, and it is, in short, how it works. It basically controls your appetite, like it reduces your appetite a lot. When we eat food, and it goes to the stomach, there's certain processes that happen that basically there's a hormone that says, okay, you've had enough. It sends a signal to the brain, hey, you've eaten enough, you're not hungry anymore. So this medication replaces that and basically sends that signal telling you that you're not hungry anymore. So it controls your appetite. So does it work? Does the medication work? Yes, it certainly does. Some studies have showed 10 to 15% body weight loss in 6 to 12 months. So it does work. If somebody weighs 300 pounds, they can lose 30 to 40, maybe 50 pounds in a year. It does work. So it's not like it's not effective. We know that if we control your appetite and you eat less, you will be in a calorie deficit, you will be losing weight. It does work. Now, the second thing is, of course, anytime when there's a medication that works, the first question that you should be asking is, what are the side effects? Now, so far, it is too early, the medication is too new for us to say, hey, it's very long-term bad for you, etc. We don't know that. There were some studies that showed possible increased risk of cancer, but these were done on mice only, not replicated on human trials. And again, the medication is too new for us to know that. So far, it seems like the only side effects are nausea. So you feel a little nauseous and kind of like maybe can have a little bit of stomach cramping. Some people report that, but it doesn't seem like it's a very high number of cases. A very small percentage of people experience this, okay? But please remember, as a pharmacist, I don't like medications. I always suggest you use natural ways. So for example, in my coaching program, when I'm working with people, I have close to 100% success rate because it is customized for every person. And based on human physiology, it never changes. That's why it works, not because any magical thing. It's just we do it 100% naturally, meaning you eat actual real food, we control your food with the diet, we make sure that you're not hungry and you lose weight. For a lot of people though, millions of people around the world and the US, this is not available. They don't have the desire, resources, the funds, whatever, to have a coach, community, program, whatever it is. They just want to lose weight, and this medication might be it. I have to say, it seems like, at least in the US, this medication is not inexpensive. It's actually very expensive, and a lot of times insurance companies are going to fight against you actually having it because they don't want to pay for that. I don't know how much of this is true. I haven't looked into what are the actual prices for that. I don't know. And if it seems like it's very expensive, it might be better to actually invest in a real coach or program or something that helps you do this naturally. But there is an option of actually taking the pill that controls your appetite. Now, please remember, we have two issues generally across the world, if we look at the big picture when it comes to our health and weight. Two issues are, number one, people are either hungry or they think they're hungry, so they eat too much, right? That's the problem that actually this medication solves. And number two is people eat heavily processed, very unhealthy junk food. Way too much of it. This medication obviously does not fix that, so this is something you have to actually take responsibility and control on your own. You have to learn to eat better. Now, is this medication that helps you lose weight going to help you do that? Hopefully, but it's not guaranteed, okay? There's still something that's on you. We still have to do that. We have to stop or reduce eating, the amounts of processed sugar and processed fats and processed junk food that everybody overeats on, and eat less of that. That is, there's no fix for that other than you actually have to do it. Okay. Now, another thing is there are some reports of people who've been using it for more than a year that this medication stops being effective after a while. It basically doesn't do what it was supposed to do. This is completely normal and to be expected because it is a dose response relationship-based medication, which means If you're really hungry, take a higher dose of medication, it zaps your hunger. If you're not that hungry, but you're still a bit too much, you just take a slower or a smaller dose of the medication and it fixes it, right? Now, everything that works this way, every medication, pharmaceutical product is always going to have some sort of, becoming less effective over time. So this medication is no exception, meaning as you use it for, several months or a year, it stops being effective. So some people have reported that when they stop using it for a month or two, three, and they reintroduce it again, it starts working again. Now, of course, the idea or the main issue is trying to not regain all the weight in the 3 months that you're not using it. That's when learning to eat less junk food and better, healthier foods, like more, leaner proteins, more vegetables and fruit, that type of thing is going to help you not regain the weight after it, okay? So what's the verdict on this medication? Does it work? Yes, it does work. Should you take it? Well, there are pros and cons, just like everything else. I always suggest you start and try to lose weight and keep it off in a proper, natural way, just by controlling your food properly and eating good, healthier foods, moving more, which it certainly is always better or always the best way. But if for whatever reason that's not an option, you don't want to do it or can't do it, this medication might be a good, viable alternative. Okay, and then 3, is the medication safe? So far, what we know is safe, and certainly the benefits that you get from actually losing weight certainly outweigh the current amount of evidence that we have for small side effects such as nausea and maybe stomach cramping. Yes, in that case, it's much better to actually lose weight because it's so unhealthy to be overweight. It's much better to lose weight than it is to think about, oh, okay, maybe this medication has a little side effects. It probably does because every medication does, but being overweight is much worse than that. So as somebody who does not like pills, this is the medication that I would not say nobody should ever have it, because it is effective. So a lot of people, if you can lose 30, 40, 50 pounds over a year, again, much better if you can do it naturally. I'll say it 100 times, but for some people, it might be a good option. So guys, if you ever use this medication, please let me know in the comments, has it worked for you? If so, how did it work? Did you have any side effects? And what would you, any other questions you might have? If you're thinking about it, please put them in the comments below and let's talk about it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.